Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to focus on exponents using factors. Remember, this week's lesson is a continuation of last week's lesson whereby we completed exponents. Okay, today we're going to go a step further and perhaps next week we'll go a little bit further. Okay, so over here I have two terms. I have an exponent of x, over here I have x plus 1. Now, there's something that I need to do to this part of my sum over there. This stays the same because there's nothing I can do with 3 to the power of x. However, over here, if I take a look at this over here, this I can break down into 3 to the power of x multiplied by 3 to the power of 1. And why is that? If I work backwards, I have the bases are the same. I'm multiplying. What happens to my exponents? They add, and because my exponents are unlike terms, it just stays x plus 1. Remember, that is law number 1. If this, for example, had to be this x had to be a 3, right? Let's just say my bases are the same and I'm multiplying. What would be my answer be? It would be 3 to the power of 4 because I'm adding exponents. However, in this example, I need to make this clear that these two are unlike terms and that is why they stay like that. Okay, now I use the exponents, the laws of exponents, and I need to know what's the second part of this topic, factors, which means I'm going to factorize. What's the thing that I see twice over here? Or what is my LCM of these two terms? What do I see twice or more than once? Different terms you can use. I see 3 to the power of x. Now, term 1 divided by LCM plus term 2 divided by LCM. Please remember that it's not a formula, but it is a rule. So term 1 divided by LCM. If I divide these two together, they're going to make 1. Right, over here, term 2 divided by LCM over here. So if I were to write it out, and I want you to see exactly what I mean, 3 to the power of x multiplied by 3 to the power of 1 over my LCM, which is 3 to the power of x. These two cancel each other out. What am I left with? 3 to the power of 1. So, now, I simplify further. 3 to the power of x multiplied by 4 over there. And I can either leave my answer or I can write it in this format. 4 multiplied by 3 to the power of x over there, and this would be my answer. 1 mark, 2 mark, and your third mark would be by your answer. In the next example, we're going to go a step further. Okay, here I want you to pay close attention to it. Try and pause the video, make sure that you can do it yourself, or if you're not, please have a listen, because it's the same thing that I'm going to do. Although the sum looks difficult, I'm going to do the same thing over there, same thing over here, and I'm going to see how my sum unravels. Okay, the first thing I do is I'm going to do nothing over here, do nothing over here, do nothing over here. However, this I can use law number 1, where my bases are the same. I'm going to add exponents, and because they are unlike, it's going to stay like that. The same thing over here. So I might just use the whole board. 7 multiplied by 2 to the power of x minus 3, and then multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Now remember, that is an x. That's positive 1. When I'm multiplying, and at the same base, what happens to the exponents? They add, but because they are unlike, it stays like that. I don't need to repeat that again. Okay, over here minus, exactly the same thing. 2 bases are the same. X negative 1. Okay. What's the next thing I do after using my laws of exponent? It says factors. So I'm going to factorize. What's the highest common factor I see by my numerators, then by my denominators over there. So what's the thing that I see twice? I'm going to circle it. I see this over here, which means that's going to be my LCM. 2 to the power of x. Right, term 1 divided by HCF is 7 minus, what do I have over here? I see it over there, which means negative 3 and positive 2. So 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 over, what's my highest common factor over here? What do I see twice? This and that over there. So 2 to the power of x. Alright? Term 1 divided by HCF is 1 minus term 2 divided by HCF over here is 2 to the power of negative 1. Now, I'm going to divide. Remember, if I divide these two together, they cancel each other out, or they make 1, which I don't need to write it down. And that is basically why teachers just say cancel this out, cancel each other out. Although the term is not correct, we're not cancelling out, we are dividing out. Now, this part over here, very important. You don't necessarily need to do calculations on it. However, you can just type it straight into your calculator, and once you do that, you should get an answer of 2. Because over here, once we factorize and we give you your marks, the sum is basically done. From this part, you just type in the calculator, you get the answer of 2, and you get your full 5 or 6 marks. Okay, with that being said, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at GI Online Teaching. If you have any suggestions on what topics you are currently doing at school, please drop a comment below, and I will see if I will be able to make a video on it. With that being said, until next time.